Everyone, today I'm going to talk to you about how I'm feeling right now. Um, um, Stuff like that. Personally, I'm not too excited to train right now or to diet or to exercise. It's just the way it is. I kind of do go through sludges where I'm not as excited to work out. I'm not as excited to go through my cardio, but I still do it. Today, actually, I was sort of just going through the motions. Again, you're not going to feel motivated all the time. You kind of just have to do it. Um, if you're serious about it, if you like doing it, um, but yeah, I don't really feel like super excited to work out all the time, especially because working out is sort of it's sort of a cyclical process where um, nothing really new happens. Maybe you get a new personal record, but you're still doing the same movement, so it's not sort of an exciting thing. Maybe if you read a book, or if you're watching a new movie, or if you're um, trying some new food, or if you're um, writing something new. You maybe create something creative that is gonna definitely help you more than, say, like exercise, especially if you're a fan of novelty. I know I'm a fan of novelty. I pretty much live for novelty. Um, I like finding new songs. I like reading new things. I like writing new things. I like, looking at new things. I like novelty again. So the problem arises for me when is that, with the problem with the exercise for me is personally that although I do love exercise, dieting, um, being in shape, being at a lower body fat percentage, it's not the most sort of exciting thing in the world anymore for me. Um, I'm sort of just going through the motions right now. Maybe I have to set a new goalpost. Maybe I have to do a 30-mile run. Maybe I have to do a 35-mile run. Maybe I just have to get shredded, super shredded, uh, by doing a bunch of cardio. Uh, Maybe that's what I have to do. Maybe I have to run outside. Maybe I have to start using the elliptical more. Maybe I have to start cycling outside. Maybe I can get an indoor bike. Uh, but that is definitely something that I'm, sort of concerned about. Is that although I do love exercise and dieting, today actually I wasn't feeling too motivated to exercise, too motivated to get through my cardio. But, again, I did it. I don't want to lose my endurance. I don't want to lose the stamina that I've built up. I don't want to lose any of the speed that I built up, or the muscle that I've, put on. So I will go weight train today, even though I don't want to, even though it's not like the most exciting thing in the world anymore. I know that I have this sort of uh, thing that I have to do, because if I don't weight train, if I don't weight train, I'm going to the muscle tissue is going to go away, especially if I don't weight train for a prolonged period of time. Um, Although it is easy to, reestablish the myonuclei that I've already built, it's not the most exciting thing in the world anymore for me to weight train. Um, Maybe I have to start recording my sessions for you guys, to show you guys how to do it, to show you guys, um, the movements and everything, and all the movements. So maybe that's what I have to do. Maybe I have to start showing you guys my routine. Maybe I can post it on my Instagram. Again, my Instagram is luis.hern, the number 9. Follow me there. I'm selling training plans, dieting plans. I'm also posting fitness content. I post fitness meals. I post healthier meals sometimes. I post my physique. You guys can follow me there if you're interested. Because, I do like fitness. Although it's not, my entire life, I do love fitness. It's something that I love to do. I enjoy doing it. But yes, going back again, follow my page if you're interested. Send me a direct message if you need help. I'm here to help any of you guys. But yeah, like as I said, currently right now I'm sort of just trying to stick to a strict budget, but it is sort of demotivating for me, especially when I go over my calories. I know that I can't be completely shredded all the time because it's just sort of impossible, especially if you don't have the genetics for it. If you're around 6 to 7%, you might be hungry, you might not be hungry, it depends on who you are, if you have a low appetite or not. But again, I'm sort of just trying to stick to this body fat percentage. So I have, again, I've developed new methods. They may not be like completely new, but I have some sugar-free Jello. Munch on this, snack on it. Right now I'm just trying to cut weight. I'm sort of a snacker, so I've sort of added this sugar-free Jello because I'm counting the hours. I'm trying to stick to my budget. Sugar-free Jello has like 5 calories, so I'm sort of just counting the hours, until my next meal. So again, I'm trying to stick to a budget. So my ghrelin is going to get very high. So you might see me snacking a bit more often, but that is probably the biggest tip I have for you guys. Trying to lose weight, keep it off. Trying to stave off your hunger for the next meal. Maybe chug some water, some sugar-free Jello. That is probably the best tip I have for you guys. But anyways, as I said, I'm not too excited to work out or to diet. I mean, I'm excited to diet. I've added new things into my diet. But I'm not as excited to exercise as much. The weight training is cool. I love the weight training. The weight training isn't as exciting as it used to be. Especially because I'm not progressing anymore. I'm not trying to progress, obviously. I'm trying to sort of maintain my lower body fat percentage. Sticking to a strict amount of calories, but as I said, the weight training isn't as enjoyable as it used to be. I sort of just go through the motions. Obviously, I do push myself. I don't want to lose any of the strength that I've built up, but yeah. That is definitely something that has lost its novelty. The weight training, yeah. I still enjoy the cardiovascular exercise. I love, just bumping the speed up and seeing how far I can go, seeing how long I could last. That's always great. Um, so the cardiovascular exercise is probably my favorite part of, this whole process. So, but yes, it can get very repetitive as well, especially because, you're just running or you're just cycling. So, it's not really how do you say it? It's not really like the most exciting thing again. Either way, I'm running somewhere, or I'm running on a treadmill, or pushing weights, which is great. But again, I'm a huge fan of novelty. I like trying new things, so I try to sort of, keep myself motivated by adding new things into this process, because the dieting process and the weight training process can get very repetitive. So the way I've gone about it is by, incorporating this huge cheat day where I have different foods that I enjoy. I try different things. I try different foods. I try I try different foods. I try different sorts of things that I haven't tried before, because if I don't try different foods, I might have to I don't know. It might just get very boring for me, But as I said, if you are sort of feeling the same way as I am, maybe try incorporating this cheat day into your schedule. It might do you good, Personally, again, I love trying new foods on my cheat day because it gives me a sense of novelty, So if I didn't have this sense of novelty, I would definitely be a lot more frustrated and worn out by this process. So I do, again, it's sort of a goalpost and sort of a light that I see, because of the way I am, the way that the weight training is, the way that how cyclical and how repetitive it is. I do understand that is why some people quit, which is why I've added this sort of cheat day where I just have a bunch of new stuff, try a bunch of new stuff, because it keeps me motivated to exercise. It keeps me motivated to diet, because I know, okay, on this cheat day, I'm going to try something new. I'm going to try a bunch of new things, and I'm going to enjoy myself, and then the next day I'll go just back on my diet. So that is sort of how I maintain this, my sanity, my consistency, my motivation. I guess that is part of the reason why I've been able to train and to diet for so long. I know a lot of people quit. They might get bored of the process. They might get frustrated. Especially if you've been in shape before, you know that you can get bored of exercise. I can get bored of exercise, and I love exercise and dieting. I can get bored of exercise. Today I was pretty bored with the exercise, but I still did it. Am I sort of ecstatic about tomorrow in my weight training session? No, not really. But I've developed a proficiency at this, so it's going pretty good. As I said, I'm repeating these habits, just trying to stay on top of things, and yeah. if you feel the same way, maybe you feel like I want to try something new. That's definitely how I feel, especially because um, I have other passions. I have other things that I enjoy doing. Um, if you like math, if you like being creative, if you like history, if you like a bunch of other stuff, Um, personally, I like music. I like looking at stuff. Uh, you know, I love looking like at pictures. I love maybe I might pick up a new book that I haven't read yet, or maybe I'll write something down, or after I've read a book. I am sort of creative as well. I love reading. Um, I love learning new stuff. So um, exercise is sort of cyclical to me at this point. Um, yes, it's a pretty cyclical thing. So I track everything. Today I'm allotted 3,500 calories. So I've eaten 500 already. I'm gonna have a couple more meals today. So again, if you're feeling sort of bored with the process of exercise and dieting, I know I can get bored of it. I've surely gotten bored of it. I still do it. I don't want to lose my progress. I don't want to lose any of the speed or the stamina that I've built up, especially because that's the hardest part to build up. So I don't want to lose any of that. I'm gonna remain consistent. I'm gonna remain, not motivated. I'm gonna remain punctual because it's a great thing, you know. Especially if one day you don't feel motivated. It's a good thing to always, be able to get up and just do it, So, if you're sort of interested in other things, I definitely say go for it, especially because I am just so, I don't know, I'm just kind of bored of exercise today, so I'm gonna go do my weight training session. Yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna push myself, but it might be because of how hard I'm going. I'm pushing pretty hard. I pretty much go all out on my weight training sessions and my cardio sessions. So maybe it's that. I do enjoy, going hard and pushing myself as hard as I can. I love doing hard cardio and seeing how far I can go. Putting it on like the highest level that I can sustain, highest speed that I can sustain, and just seeing how far I can go. Pushing myself feels good. But if you're again, if you feel sort of bored with the process, I know I have felt pretty bored with it. My cheat day's coming around, so if you're sort of feeling the same way, I recommend trying new foods. Maybe you should have like a 10,000 calorie cheat day, or maybe you should try different foods on your cheat day. Or if you just have a cheat meal, maybe you can try something new. But yeah, that's how I go around it. That's how I pretty much stay motivated. Is because I know that I have this sort of cheat day coming up. So I'm able to just get through the sessions, get through the weight training sessions, get through the cardio sessions, because I know I have this cheat day coming up where I'm gonna try a bunch of new stuff, and I'm gonna be satisfied with the process. So I know maybe if I didn't have this cheat day and I didn't have all these sort of new foods that I can try on this one day, maybe I wouldn't be able to remain as consistent as I have. maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't have sort of maybe I would have skipped a session. Maybe I would have gotten bored. But that is how I've, kept myself entertained, kept myself, I guess punctual, kept myself, responsible enough to, get through each and every session. But yeah, that is what I'm here to tell you guys today. I've just been feeling sort of iffy about the process, but I'm towards the end of the week. My cheat day is coming up, so maybe it's just today. Which leads me to another topic. If you're feeling unmotivated, I said this in my previous video already, but again, you can spice it up. Maybe I have to try different exercises. Maybe I have to I don't know, do something else, Personally, I just stick to the same exercises. I'm sort of just more concerned with my cardiovascular exercise. I just want to do, more cardio so I can eat more. That's pretty much my main goalpost right now. So yeah, that's what I like to do. That's what I'm focused on right now. It's burning calories, sticking to my calories. So yeah, if you are just feeling like I don't want to do this, this sucks, I'm not motivated, I'm bored with this, it's up to you if you want to continue or not. But I found a way to just remain punctual, even though I don't want to. It can feel sort of as an obligation sometimes, but I still enjoy the cardiovascular aspect of exercise. But yeah. That is what I'm pretty much just going to talk about today is just not sort of not quitting, not skipping a session, even though I am sort of I can get frustrated with the repetitiveness of the exercise. I push myself through it. Some days, again, I go pretty much all out every time. Maybe that's why I feel kind of drained. But I don't mind it, I push super hard on each session. So the reason why is because you burn more calories when you do that. So if you're going super hard each session, you will burn more calories, by default. You're pushing super hard. You're going very hard, you're going to burn more calories. So that is why I go like very hard on my sessions. But I know it can make you feel very drained after, especially if you're sort of, how do you say it? Especially if you just went hard, the day after, I might feel fatigued, or I might feel, kind of tired, especially when I wake up. I know when I wake up, I just feel like kind of tired, and then I'll have some coffee. That is pretty much how I feel about this. I will like sort of lose the spark for a bit. Currently, I'm around 8% body fat. Trying to maintain this. I'm doing cardio year round. Love doing cardio. Um, yeah, to do cardio every single day. I never take a break from cardio because, you know, the more cardio you do, the more you're able to eat. So, um, again, I'm in my off season, but I'm like 8% body fat, and I'm having one huge cheat day a week. So, um, it's awesome. Um, I'm glad that I'm able to do this actually. Um, although the exercise can get pretty boring, I'm glad that I've reached this level, especially with this including this cheat meal. Um, I'm around 8% body fat again, uh, which is my off-season body fat. That is awesome. Um, if I want to get to around 6 to 7%, all I have to do is just bump up the mileage on my cheat day, like an extra 5-10 miles. That's all I have to do. So, the thing is, as much as it can get boring, the reason why I'm able to stick to this is because I have the cheat day. I am very interested in keeping a lower body fat percentage, 6 to 7%. It's a sacrifice that I'm willing to make, that I enjoy making, to have this physique, to have this body fat percentage. So yeah. I will feel sort of lethargic throughout the day, but it's not anything that's too much to worry about. So, it was always a plan in the back of my mind to sort of have this body fat percentage. I do want to cut again to 7%, 6 to 7%. It's only like 1% away. So, that is sort of the reason why I started doing this in the first place, and why I've worked myself up to this level is because, again, I've always been inspired by sort of the bodybuilders, the fitness models, the athletes, and I looked up to David Lade. I love his physique. I love how disciplined he is. So that's just something that I want to emulate. And seeing it firsthand happen is, actually going through the process. I can see how dedicated and how sort of passionate you have to be about it, because you have to be super strict on your diet and your training and your exercise, and I know he's made like a bunch of sacrifices to get to that point. So I can see firsthand, going through this process. Maybe I'm 1% body fat higher than him, but I can see firsthand, what it takes to do this. I'm sure maybe he might feel the same way. If you're around 6 to 7% body fat, how disciplined you have to be, and you might not feel motivated at times, but it is awesome. It's awesome to actually have this sort of discipline and this work ethic. So that is something that actually arises from the exercise and the dieting. As monotonous and as routine as it can get, you will develop, the discipline and the work ethic to, to diet and to get to such a lower body fat percentage. It's awesome. But yeah, that's definitely the most exciting part about it. Yeah. That's the greatest part, to be honest with you. Is getting through that sludge of, just the monotony and that sort of stuff, So if you are sort of feeling the same way, you feel as if weight training is kind of boring, or you feel as if it's kind of, repetitive, or you're kind of bored, or you're not motivated. I know I can feel that way sometimes, but I don't know. I know a lot of people feel that way sometimes, but I do feel that way not pretty often, kind of often. But yeah, that's how I feel. I'm not gonna quit, obviously. I'm not as motivated as I used to be right now. Maybe it's just a period, but yeah, again, it's sort of just a feeling. It might linger for a while, but again, let me know if you guys feel that way. This is sort of just an update. I feel like, I'm not super excited about it right now, but maybe I might feel excited in a bit. Maybe I just have to set a new goalpost. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna slip back into my bad habits. I'm not going to just sit down and do nothing. These are the habits I've developed. As tiresome as they might get, I'm not going to quit. So yes, I will feel sort of just drained by the simpleness of it, but I'll just get through it. I'll get through it. It doesn't matter. But again, if you're sort of feeling the same way, try it out. Try adding this cheat day where you try a bunch of new stuff, and that might give you some motivation to continue. So yeah. Again, if you guys are sort of interested in this stuff, just know that you will feel sort of a lack of motivation sometimes. Maybe you might feel like not as ambitious as in the beginning. Because when you start, you might feel very ambitious about it. But I'm just trying to stay like, I'm just trying to have a baseline, and I'm trying to stick to these habits, trying to remain consistent, remain motivated, remain focused. That is my main goal right now. I don't want to slip back into my old habits. I want to continue eating healthy, as tiresome and as simple and as cyclical as it may be. I know that it's good for me, so I'm going to continue to diet, continue to exercise, regardless of if I feel excited or motivated, or even if it doesn't even feel tolerable anymore. I'm still going to do it because it's good for you. It's good for you, So yeah, that is what I'm here to tell you guys today. If you guys are feeling sort of just, wrung out by the cyclical process of exercise and dieting, I feel the same way. I don't know if you feel the same way. That's definitely how I feel, but it might linger for a bit. It might go away. It depends. But again, you guys should definitely stay on track. The bad habits, hard to break. The good ones are, gonna keep you sane, gonna keep you healthy. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm here to tell you guys. Is just sort of an update on like how I'm doing today. Maybe I might feel the same way tomorrow. Maybe I won't. But yeah, definitely let me know if you guys feel the same way. Follow my Instagram. It's luis.hern, the number 9. I'm selling training plans, dieting plans. I'm also here to help you guys answer any questions. I post my physique. I post what I eat in a day. I post like some healthier meals. So give my page a follow. Give the video a like if you enjoy the video. Subscribe.